Must I suffer so?
You read my letter? Oh, I'm so grateful you've come. We found something powerful. A Daedric... Wait! What's happening?
Skaldir! No! Damn it! Who is doing this? Have we sent him straight to Sovngarde? I was not fast enough. Damn it all! Did you see what happened here? Was it his shadow? Just as I feared. I knew looking for this artifact would get us killed. I warned them. Warned all of them, but they wouldn't listen. They never listen. I've got to find the others. There's still time to save them. Has to be. Something very dangerous. But that can wait. My friends are in danger and don't even see it. Some scryers, huh? Adabers in Shornhelm. And when Riddle is in Marbrook. Nilo's in Stormhold, maybe? Yes, he must be there. I just hope we're not too late. Thanks for the help. Got any questions? Let's just make it quick, all right? My friends can't very well outrun their own shadows. Bonafrid of Clan Owlcloak. Skaldir and I came up together in Riften, under Magus Auriella. He was always the sharper blade. Magic came easily for him. Me? Not so much. Got too much frost in my blood. Still, I can hold my own. Just takes me a while. Unfortunately, Skaldir's not the only mage who's been killed by his own shadow. He's just the most recent. Other members of our order have been turning up dead all over Tamriel. I hurried here to warn him, but I wasn't fast enough. Shaw's bones, you really want to know, huh? Fine. My associates and I are all junior scryers in the Order of the Eye. We scoured the tombs and ruins of Tamriel, looking for extraplanar threats, rifts in the Veil, Daedric artifacts, that sort of thing. We've had visions of a Daedric artifact. At least we think it's a Daedric artifact. It's hazy, you know, obscured by something like frosted glass. Sorry. Skaldir was always the wordsmith. A mage can't afford to be sure of anything, but I'd bet my family's meadery on it. Daedric artifacts grant untold power to those that carry them, but always at a cost. The Mages Guild can't let even one of these things fall into the wrong hands. Other junior scryers in the Order of the Eye. It was just Skaldir and me at first, but others caught on eventually. We started writing each other once we realized we'd all stumbled upon the same artifact. Thought we could find... You think I haven't tried? I sent projections, but this doesn't come easily for me. Magic, I mean. Anyway, I have to warn High King Yoren first. I heard that his Rune-Galder's been looking into the artifact as well. Please, just find my friends.
I've never credited the furballs with an overabundance of intelligence. What exactly is it she expects?
Ah, greetings, Adept. Everyone recognizes the guild associate who matched wits with the mad god. What can I do for you? Bonifred? The nearsighted scryer? What's she... Never mind. Daber left just a moment ago. Said he needed some quiet. He usually goes to the courtyard behind the guild hall when he needs some time alone. Is he going to be all right? You're serious, aren't you? Mara, protect us. I'll gather up the other initiates and alert the Magister at once. Please, just find Daber and bring him back safe. We'll do all we can to protect him. You're back. Good. Our Magus erected a powerful ward on the door, and... Wait, I know that expression. You bring grim tidings, don't you? Daber is dead. The 8 damn whoever did this to him. He was so sweet. Such a quiet and gentle soul. Always there with a timid smile and a kind word. Who could... Thank you for letting me know. We'll see to it that he's laid to rest. Just warn the others.
We haven't had a real king.
I see you leering at me. On your way, or I'll call the guards. That's Judy. Help! Someone help me! Is it dead? It was my shadow, wasn't it? Ifra's name. Why would it attack me? I always treated it well. Plenty of sunshine, candlelight and such. All done now, I suppose. It doesn't look like it's coming back. Ingrate. Now I feel... damn. Not really. I think my shadow may have peeled off some of my animus. My soul, I mean. Or maybe just some of my magical aptitude. Either way, it's something I'll miss. But don't blame yourself. You did keep it from killing me, after all. Well, that was charitable of her. Didn't think she much liked me. Bit of a sore head, that one. Anyway, I'm grateful. I hid my notes on the artifact in the planter over there. Just in case, you know. They're yours if you want them.
Step up, have a look.
And selling.
Stay back. Back! I will not die like the others. You think I do not know? I know. I have heard the stories. Ragar, Gilnanor, and now Skaldir? All dead at your hand, no doubt. Well, I am too clever for you, Shadow Weaver. Try to touch me and my wards will tear you apart! I don't. All right. I'm sorry. I'll come out. By the egg. You remind me of my sister, Zarai. She is a wonderful person, but when she gets mad, I'd rather tangle with an angry hackwing. How do you know about the shadows? Yes, of course. Zarai will put me in a very bright room. Or should it be a very dark room? I cannot take this kind of stress. Look, my scales are falling out. Thank you. And Bonifred, tell her I am sorry I doubted her dedication in the past. Yes, I know I will. If you have spoken to Bonifred, you must know about our research into the Daedric artifact. Please, take my notes. Preferably far, far away. I hid them in those roots over there. I am sure that is what these shadows want.
who would unravel the secret of these murderous shadows, approach me. Do not be alarmed. Only you can see me. I am Lilatha, Psijic Master of the Gazing Glass. I have watched you from afar, and I believe we share the same goal. You seek to destroy these vengeful shadows, yes? I believe we can help each other. All the Shadow's victims were seeking a Daedric artifact, an extraplanar antiquity that remains hidden from my sight. To solve these murders, we must first locate the artifact. I require 2 objects to find it: an Anuic lantern and a liminal lens. I believe the lantern lies hidden in a sunken ship near Kanathi's roost. The lens rests in a coffer, deep within the howling sepulchres. Recover the items, then seek out my boat near Vulkalgard. Trust no one. Our enemies are very well hidden. I am sorry we can't have this conversation in person. I fear that I'm too tempting a target for this shadowy killer. I must remain hidden. You have questions? I urge you to keep them brief. There's no telling when our enemy will strike again. Yes. I take it that you're unfamiliar with our order. That's hardly a surprise. We once served as advisors and teachers to the greatest kings and emperors, but no longer. We retreated to our hidden Isle of Artaeum, content to study in seclusion. Indeed. It's an island beyond Tamriel's borders, where we can research the truths of the Orbis without interruption. That is the purpose of the Psijic Order, after all, to study magic for the betterment of all. There are worrying signs, portents that cannot be ignored. I fear that a Daedric threat looms over Tamriel. Nothing so crude and obvious as the Plain Melt. No, it's something hidden. And I suspect that this Daedric artifact may hold some answers. They are critical components of an ancient Psijic mechanism known as the Obscuros. The Obscuros is a scrying device. It magnifies a mage's perception and projects their visions for all to see. A powerful tool indeed. When my order retreated to Artaeum, we scattered the device's components to prevent it from being misused. I'm afraid I can't say. The forces arrayed against us are too mysterious. They may have found a way to listen in. I can't risk divulging the Obscuros' location. Collect the items, and I promise, my boat will be waiting for you in Vulkalgard. Indeed. A self-steering vessel of my own design. Climb aboard, and the enchantment I've placed on it will bring you to me directly. It's quite safe, I assure you.
Something's wrong.
From the sides!
in your land. Dragons in your own homeland.
Wait! Don't leave yet. Are you really going to climb aboard this death trap? Just hold a moment and think it through. Would you believe pluck and intuition? Yeah, didn't think so. I may look the part, but I'm no bloodhound. Truth is, I slipped a sporing coin into your pocket before you left Mournhold. A sporing coin. It's an enchanted drake. Looks mundane, but it bears a charm that we can track. You don't approve? Look, we can argue about that later. For now, I can't let you get on this boat alone. It's too dangerous. Let me go with you. Smart. 2 heads are better than 1. Especially when one of those heads is as hard as mine. Let's hop to it, eh? It's about time we got some answers.
Ah, you've arrived. Welcome to Dranil Kier. Let's get... I trust you brought the items I requested. The scrying chamber is just up the hill. Follow me. The weather here is always poor. A side effect of the Obscurus's presence, I'm told. Come, it's just through here. I'm confident. Let's hope that the genius of my forebears has stood the test of time. Affix the lantern and the lens. The answers we seek are within our grasp. Do you feel that chill? It's like... oh no! You must kill the shadow! Hurry! I will not perish.
You underestimated me, just like the rest. Just like the rest. This Sijik bitch is mine.
No, I will not perish here.
Oh, witness bastard. That's what they called me. Well, who's laughing now, huh?
I will not perish here. No, I will not perish here. No, I will not perish here. Set the lens and the lantern in the Obscuros. Time to see what this has all been about. Fabricant? I don't... No. This cannot be. The city was sealed long ago. What is this creature? Some new Daedric beast? The images revealed by the Obscuros leave little room for doubt. The Daedric artifact we seek is somewhere inside the Clockwork City. Why would Sothasil allow such an item to enter his domain? I fear that something terrible has happened. Yes, of course. I sometimes forget this is not common knowledge. Sothasil, brother to Vivek and Magus of the Tribunal, created the Clockwork City long ago. He rarely speaks of it, but scholars believe this city has the power to remake Tamriel. The city functions as a simulacrum of the corporeal plane. Making a change to the Clockwork City may well change some aspect of Tamriel itself. This is all speculative, but I've studied under Sothasil. I have no doubt that this is within his power. Indeed. An unwelcome prospect, to be sure. Normally, I would assure you that Sothasil has the situation well in hand. He is a friend to the Psijics and to the people of Tamriel. But the presence of this Daedric artifact gives me pause. I must inform the Psijic Rightmaster. If Daedra have breached the gates of the Clockwork City, we must move swiftly. As for you, I would counsel vigilance. Whoever set these events in motion no doubt sees you as a threat. Take this, and my thanks. We employ the most powerful scrying device in Tamriel, and all it yields is more questions. A perfect metaphor for the scholarly life, I suppose. There is one who might be able to help. The ancient dark elf mage, Divaith Fear. Though we rarely see eye to eye, I must admit that his grasp of Daedric lore is unparalleled. If anyone would know more, it's Fear. Fear casts a long, ethereal shadow. It makes him difficult to miss. I sense, yes, he is in Mournhold, the Tribunal Temple, conferring with Almalexia, perhaps. Find Divaith and tell him what is at stake. With any luck, we will find common cause. We employ the most powerful scrying device in Tamriel, and all it yields is more questions. A perfect metaphor for the scholarly life, I suppose. I wish I could say yes. I fear that in destroying my shadow, we've destroyed some vital piece of my animus. I feel thin, diminished. A weakened Psijic is still a formidable mage, but something is definitely broken. Best not to think about it. So you knew our attacker? She was powerful indeed, and yet I sensed that the strength was not her own. Her form was clumsy, but she struck with the power of a master wizard. Usually I'd suspect possession, but with her, I'm not so certain. Someone granted her powers beyond her ken. An agent of oblivion, no doubt. Bonifrid was clearly filled with hatred, consumed by jealousy or resentment, perhaps. The Daedra can twist those passions into untold horrors. I pity her. Well, no one really knows Sothasil. Not even the other members of the Tribunal. I studied under him for a time. He was patient, surprisingly attentive. The perfect teacher in many respects. Even so, I never really felt that I knew him. Beyond the obvious? Not much. I can tell you he's nothing like Vivek. He never spoke about himself, or the Dark Elf faith. I always got the sense that he, well, resented isn't the right word. He just seemed ambivalent about that part of his life. Only obliquely, and mostly in metaphor. It's his primary pursuit now. Some say it's his obsession. You see, despite all his power, there is a melancholy to him. It's unfortunate, but not surprising. True wisdom always brings some measure of despair. I must admit, I'm unaccustomed to discussing such matters with people outside our order, but I think you've more than earned the privilege. Right Master Iakasis directs the Psijics. He rivals Sothasil in wisdom, if not in power. Something like, yes. The old ways give little credence to such titles. What is a god other than an exceptionally powerful agent? Anyway, power is overrated. Wisdom is the true measure of a person. In that regard, Iakasis is great indeed. Someday, perhaps. The Psijic Order's Isle of Artaeum is no longer here. It may return in time, but for now, you'd probably have an easier time reaching Aetherius or realms beyond. The Order values solitude, much like Sothasil.